feels like he needs to be awake. This is awake.
Yeah, he's not
Last night at 10, so he's gotta sleep.
You both don't need him to be awake.
And they've got this little system, and then they're wondering why Ray's not eating. I'm like, let her sleep.
Let her sleep, yeah.
And they keep waking her up.
Yes.
I'm just like, well, that's what they've been told to do. Wake the baby up.
Wake her up and feed her, well, then she goes to sleep when
And-
she's eating.
And they even yesterday I was over there and they're like trying to fix her life and taking off her little clothes and, trying to make her, awake. And then she gets all cuddly and she doesn't want to come. And I'm like, I said, I don't want to.
I know, now you have a line.
I know.
Yes, she
and,
does.
And so Tim and I were talking about it, I'm like, and I just let her sleep and
Then she'll be hungry.
And then she said, well, she might sleep. She sleeps all night. I'm like, hello.
Let
You're
her.
like going,
Isn't
What?
that what we want?
You used to do that. I know you used to do that. I used to freak out because you wouldn't wake up every 4 hours a week.
but you're right, you have to do it, this is exactly how you do it, I'm like,
But they're reading, they're listening what the doctor's saying. Like, every kid's different. I don't know. So I'm kind of worried about it. I need to get worried.
yeah, unfortunately, you have to do this. And the whole time inside, you're like, going, they'll figure it out, exactly.
I mean, we did. I don't even know how I risked it, actually.
I don't think me either.
I don't even know how my kids are so. Because they changed so many things. Anyway.
Yes, they have.
That's what.
Don't do that, and I'm like,
Yeah, that's what.
It's like the car seats, like now they have an expiration date on the car seats.
oh, we used to get it from people at nurses.
Oh, absolutely.
And
We
I
had
really, I honestly felt like that the hospital gave me like really.
They did.
Yeah.
This weird little gray one.
Yes, it was a little bucket.
Yeah. It's like,
There you go.
okay.
And then that didn't last very long, and then we had to buy our food, and people used to change. He's fine.
In garage sales, because they were so expensive, absolutely.
I don't know.
It's something.
You know what your dad used to call yours? A captain's board. It was straight.
Yeah.
And it was a little seat, but it was straight. There was no contour to it at all.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was kind of like, oh, let's make it comfortable.
Oh, no. I think it had a plastic cheap pad or like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And you call it a captain's board because it looked like Indians used to carry babies on their back.
Well, yeah, talk about living, I don't know how I even survived doing that, but staying up in the seats.
I know.
Seatbelt was this.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Get the hair knocked out of Got the shoulders back down, abs are in.
It's when you have 3 or 4 kids and you let kids raise.
Right.
That's what Nancy did. She said, okay, my kid raised each other.
All right, so we're just gonna touch the floor. And we're gonna touch the floor. And we're gonna put your abs up and in. So, because we're online, I'm not going to say daycare that's down the street from us by the high school. Did you hear that?
Yes.
They're leaving kids in vehicles?
I didn't know where it was located. Yes.
And we're gonna switch. They're definitely some hot water, not just because they left one in the club.
No, it's been going on for years, I guess.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while, but they fly to the state or whoever they answer to. Yeah. Well, and
It's a family member's husband, who's a black person. There's family healing,
Yeah,
and I read it all on your phone.
I know, you couldn't stop reading it, right? Like, it was very well written.
It was.
And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was like, oh my gosh. And yeah, I just couldn't stop reading.
And they've gone there for 9 years.
Yeah, so, you know, it. Yeah, there was some water, yeah. All right, so we're going to slide out and reach. Slide out and reach. Back up again. But it kind of broke my heart when you were talking about how we found a little boy, all of that sounds like a good thing.
They take off on the car.
Right,
Early done.
one more, we're gonna switch. And then not recording it.
Little sibling that noticed and brother and her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was thinking, how can you miss a kid that long when you should be doing head counts?
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, kind of one. We just learned just a little bit. Yeah, when I was like going over in my mind, how could you miss that long?
They should do a seat check every time everybody's out.
Right. Well, they
Every
should,
time.
they should do a head count as soon as they get off
Well,
out of the vehicle
well, that too, but they ought to check the seats
Right.
too.
And then when they get to the
because
middle and sit, they should be doing, I mean, like, consistent head count. Because those little ones wander off, and I understand that, but, ooh. All right, we're gonna reach to the floor with rotation all the way to the ceiling and look back. Look at your knee, look past your shoulder. Pull your belly button in. Just getting things lubricated. No. And two more. And the last one, I'm gonna switch sides. And right arm and up, down, and up, nice. Last one. I'm gonna stand all the way up and just move a little bit. Okay, I'm moving. Back into that startup position. So I'm hitching myself when I'm sitting down, so I can feel like my toes is sticking way out. Now squeeze your glutes and push your knees out. Pull your abs. You just like hold on to the chair, take a breath, and pull yourself down. Even that just flat. And around your spine, tap your chin and push it up through your arms. Drop the shoulders all the way up, bring your head straight up. Here we go again. Fold forward, keep your knees out, fold. Pull your navel in. Ready to ground yourself, push up to your arms. Pull your shoulder blades part ways, bring them down, bring your head up, do one more. Forward, fold. Round, roll up, shoulders back down, and it comes out. So your spine should feel like it can move a little easier, I hope. Legs come forward. In the back of the chair. Good. And knees and shoulders are all in alignment. I want you to hold onto your knees, keep a nice flat back, it's forward. And again, shoulders are back and down, and I'm looking out at the horizon of the floor. Try and relax your low back. So I'm using my arms to keep my knees in alignment. Relax your hips. We're going to use our right hand to press in, release, press in, release. 400. 4, release, 3, release, 2, one more. I'm going to switch and push left, release. We ask up, and 4, release, 3, release, 2, one more. Stay here, hold, take a breath, both knees in, hold. Try and relax your hips, let your arms push. 4, 3, 2, stack and roll. Go ahead and stand up. You're gonna feel awareness in your hips for you. Look at the side of the chair. Like that. Like, hold up. So the foot farther or towards the front of the seat is the foot that I want in the chair. So my feet are facing straight ahead, 12 o'clock. I'm going to block my leg with my arm. I'm just going to rotate away from the leg first. I'm using my arm to push, and I'm trying to relax that low back. Bring it back to the front. I'm going to slide my hand down the back of the chair and reach into the chair. Find the hip. This is where we're starting. Hand goes over on the inside of the leg. It should make you drop into that hip a little bit more.
The one we're standing on, right?
Actually,
This one? Okay.
yeah. So when I lower into it, I can feel more into my hip.
Okay, I do that, yeah.
The standing leg that's on the floor, underneath, try to sink into your bending hip. Can you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
We're just gonna bend and straighten the standing leg. So straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. I tend to snake my arm around my knee because it just helps me. Let's do one more. And crawl yourself back up. And bring the leg down easy. Because then that's when you really feel that hip. And then it's like, oh, man, we're walking. Yes. This is so good for us. I never realized how stiff I actually get until I start doing this, and then I'm like, how am I moving? How am I walking? All right, so start with the block of the leg and rotate the leg. Relax the lower back. Can you feel that rotation, the stretch in the back?
Yeah.
Bring it back to the front. Make sure your toes are facing straight forward. We're gonna slide down back to the chair. And again, try and relax into the hip. So can you feel the difference between this hip and the other?
Mm-hmm.
Like the other hip, I could actually touch the chair, and this hip, I'm like barely fingertips, like I'm trying to get there, but it's not going. Bring that arm around the leg. And again, if you want to snake it or just leave it in front, it's up to you. Find the stretch in that knee hip. And we're gonna go to the straight. You're staying late. So my arm is wrapped around my leg. I actually have it locked in, so the leg can't shift so much. So there's a little bit more of a pull action. And 3, and 2, last one. And other than that, crawl out of it, right? The dad I say crawl out of it. This is sort of looking joint and then bring the leg down. You should feel like all of that. Can you feel your low back, into your groin, inner thigh, like hips, like that? Basically, this is what we've been working.
Right.
So the startup position, one foot goes on board right next to each other. So you're not on your balance feet. Split weight tuck and stretch. So you find that right hip flexor. We're gonna roll our right heel off the floor, pushing ourselves forward. Keep your toes curled under so you can feel your toes. And keep pushing your hips forward so you can find a little bit more into your quad. So be careful not to do this. We're still sitting upright. We're just sitting in the fold. Now come back, drop the heel. You can feel your hip flexor. You feel it more than the first time? So I'm thinking about keeping my push toes. I mean, I'm like working, my glutes are clenched. So I'm feeling a lot, even more into my inner thigh. We're gonna do it again. Press out of the heel. Keep this toes tucked and pushing forward. Now you should feel like you're working a little bit here, right? Now keep that workload. Now drop your heel. Keep the workload. Keep working, keep working. You feel your flexion more.
Yes, I do.
Right. And rest. So what happens is we get here and we're like, I got it. And then it's like, you have a stretch, but when you tighten things up and actually work, it like opens everything up more. Other side. Same concept, toes are at 12. So once you get here, just think top. Right? So I'm top, but my glutes aren't clenched. When that happens is when I start to pick up that back heel, my glute has to clench to help go forward, right, with that heel up. Now I can feel a little, like a little more quad on this one too. And you can feel your inner thighs working to help with the balance, right? That all stays. And then you lower into that heel, but keeping this all working. And roll up in, squeeze. Then you go a little more forward now. Like I'm on that only toes, I don't have the ball of my foot on the floor at all. Trying to stretch, keep everything clenched. And then purposely imprint your foot back onto the floor, keeping your inner thighs tight. So I went from feeling my quad, now I can feel almost up into my abs. And release. And when I release, this is yes, yes you did.
Where's my right side? This is really sore.
So
I'm dainty.
you got me to it.
Just squatting down, not doing this.
Yes. Getting the low end stuff.
So it's getting my swing.
What's that?
I'm getting it, I'm getting a swing.
Yeah. It's the getting up sometimes. feel like my legs are done. Like, so when you're back, I'm putting this to you, when your back really starts busting at you, that's what I want you to start doing.
Oh,
Because when you do this and you try to get up, it hurts.
yeah,
Try stretching the front,
stretch the front side. Okay.
right? Because when these get tight, you do bad things to your back.
Yeah, you do.
And if you can get these really stretched out, you're more apt to keep things in alignment.
Mhm.
All right, so going back to this side. I'm gonna take my right foot back. I'm gonna set it down, and then I'm gonna take my heel and turn it out. Keep your shoulders straight. You should feel your hip joint. I know, it's like going, oh, this is hard. Right. But we're just stretching in that actual hip joint. Okay. So your front knee, okay, everything's stacked, tuck your touch. That front knee, I want you to drift it forward and bring it back. Bring it forward and bring it back. And you're gonna feel weird stretches. Is that good?
Is that good?
Yes, actually, that's part of what mobility actually is. It's not about moving in the direction we always move in, it's moving in directions we hardly ever move in.
Okay.
So go on. I don't know if that makes sense. Face your foot, come forward. Like, we always do this stuff. It's when you do things that you don't do, is when you get stronger and more flexible.
Yeah, but that's when you're afraid you're gonna hurt something, it's when you're not doing it the way you normally do.
Right. But if, kind of like what we do in 9:30 class, we practice,
Yeah.
and then our body goes, oh, I've done this before, wait a minute. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm trying to remember who was it Daryl talking about falling? And like actually looking, actually seeing where she was gonna fall.
She fell in combo.
And then pushed herself, that's right, she, on that sidewalk.
Yeah, it was it was on the sidewalk, it was kind of rocky, kind of lumpy with rocks, it wasn't even. And she's worried about her husband falling, and she
That's
fell.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so instead of, it was like a cement path that was built with rocks in it, so it was like
Yeah.
rough terrain. And she goes, I didn't miss it totally, but I did push off. So I didn't land straight on this hard, like, it works, it really does work.
Uh-huh.
All right, so here we go again, toes are at 12. And then again, take your heel out. And then tuck. Does this feel the same or better or worse?
This feels better, but I can turn this leg better than I can that leg.
So I feel a lot across here right now.
And down the quad.
Do you?
Yeah, through my knee. I feel the stretch. But I have,
I was about to say, you might just be tight.
it always is.
Yeah.
It always is.
So that front knee, breathe in and push, keep everything tucked in, have it tight. But that's kind of what I did when I felt, like I seen where I was falling and I pushed to the grass. It's like concrete just did not look like it was going to give. At all. And I don't know if that's a fight or flight thing. I'm going to say it is, but like when we get older and we kind of lose that, there's not a flight anymore, it's always a fright. And then you lock up and freeze. Go one more. And there's, come up. Walk up a little bit. I think you lose that after a certain age, like when we have kids, you're like, like you know to attack this situation versus run away from it. And when we start to fall, like we're so scared that we lose all concept of how to help ourselves. That's kind of good. All right, so I have a chair behind me. So there is a difference between leaning, feeling back, and lifting, right? Now, tuck your twitch as you're lifting. You should feel your abs. Now you're gonna take your hands straight up, keeping your shoulders dropping down. Just look at the ceiling, think about your thumbs or your fingertips reaching towards the wall behind you. You can feel your chest. Now turn your palms towards the ceiling. We're gonna make this big snow angel. Open everything up. As your hands get down to the side, stand straight up. Readjust. So again, as your arms float up, look through your chest, chin up. Palms to the ceiling, big snow angel. Pull your abs in. And come right back up to neutral. Again, lift the chest, hold the arms parallel, please. So you're on the Titanic. Now, extend your palms to the wall. So we drop the shoulder blades. 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up.
Wow. Talk about a nervous stretching. I know, but.
So unfortunately, we have to do it. So actually, that's why we stay tight, because the shaft around the nerve stays super tight. And then the muscles just go, oh, here, let me help you.
Now they tingle.
Yeah. Trust me, I don't like it either. Every time we do it, it's unnerving. How about that? All right, so you felt how much it did that time. We're gonna do it again, sorry guys. So, try to push, everything's in. Ready to lift your arms up. Ceiling, big snow angel. Again, up. Lift your chest, chin up. Snow angel. We're gonna do one more. Arms gonna hold it parallel again. Now, I want you to think about your shoulder blades for just a second. Push down on your back, pull your navel in. Pull your chin up to the ceiling. Here's your hands. Is it a little less?
Yeah.
We're going to turn our fingertips towards the floor. No, keep them back. There you go. So your middle finger, maybe, and index finger might be a little twingy right now. And go to release. But you should feel like you can fold your shoulders forward and back right now. Like it should feel better. Shoulder rotation, because that's what actually we started with, and getting all this to open up. We're just adding to it. Actually, I'm going to face away from you so you can see. I have to turn the chair. I'm having one, sorry. I'm like, why is this not working? I'm gonna put my left hand behind my back. I want everything stacked. So we were doing this earlier. I want to think about touch the chair and rotate away. Touch the chair and rotate away. Touch the chair and rotate away. There you go. So when your hand touches the chair, totally relax your standing hip, or not your standing hip, your hips. Left hip, there you go. Don't let that left knee move as you rotate away. Squeeze your glute. And back down, we're gonna do one more. And we're gonna switch sides. That shouldn't have felt bad, like you should have felt like you did through it. Because we've already done all those movements and we just opened up your chest.
How come that's Okay.
You're right. You're right, but.
Yeah, that's
See,
right.
see, I wasn't the only one on that.
Well, this leg was tired and I thought I just had that one in the chair, but I was standing on
You
it.
were standing on it, exactly. So here we go. Hand in the chair. And open up. Oh, this I didn't want to go. Down. And open it again. Think about that right leg, make it stay in place. You have to use your glutes. So as you turn, squeeze your glutes. So this is actually another aspect of mobility. There's strength training and mobility. And then like flexibility, there should be strength training, but a lot of people don't do it. Last one. And rest. So,
Wow.
good. Okay.
Felt like that did something.
I'm gonna say a good thing.
Yeah, no, good
Okay.
thing.
So, like, when we're doing flexibility, example, if you take your heel out, pull your hip, right? You're just standing there elongating. There's no work aspect to it. So, push your heel down, squeeze your thighs, pull.
Mm-hmm.
It should feel more intense.
Mm-hmm.
Now, release the muscles, and you just elongated that muscle real quick.
Right.
That's the difference. Like, and to try to teach that's really hard because most people are like, I'm just gonna stretch, right? And they don't understand that if you tighten it up and pull through it and then release, like it really releases and it really does help. I like doing all the rotational stuff in our strength and mobility training because it makes a huge difference. All right, one more thing with your hips. You're gonna stand on your right leg. My left leg is just gonna hang out, it's not doing anything. I want you to think about, push the hip out, lift the hip up. Push the hip out, lift the hip up. That's where we're starting. Your abs. We're gonna lift it, we're going to take it forward, and we're going to take it back. Take it forward, so I'm thinking about my pelvis moving forward and back, and my standing leg just gets to hang out. Go on front back. Put it back in the center. Now lift. Lift, drop, lift, drop. Two more. Lift, drop. Last one.
Okay.
I'm drilling this one in the floor.
Right.
Yes, you are. Yeah. But you can feel that.
Oh, yeah.
All the stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, you don't think about it so much, get video. Again, let it drift. Now we're going to push through, lift, let it swing. Pull up, and drop. Pull up, and drop. Nice. Abs are in. So think about keeping your tush touch. Belly button pulled up, do your Kegel, all the stuff. The next one, take it forward. Forward, up and back. Forward, up and back. So literally, I'm just turning my pelvis around the hip joint. And it's already talking. You can always tell which side is bigger than the other. Keep going, abs are tight. Lift the pelvis, Lift it up. Lift it up, one more to the back. Come back to the center, ready, up, down. Up, up. Two more, last one, oh my gosh. Rest. Okay. It's like, okay.
This leg starting to get numb down to my knee.
So, can you touch the floor easier right now? You gotta get your knee down, girl.
I would.
Get your knee down. Like a frog. Like that frog. But yeah, that's the whole aspect. You should feel like you can move your hips right now. And the back should be a little better, so.
I need to go and plant my flowers now while I can in.
Exactly. Like, oh, there it is. Seriously, I was losing this. I mean, it's weird how you lose that.
I can't. I'm not able to do it today.
So, yeah, so how to practice? Hold on to the chair.
Yeah.
Because that's what I actually use the pole holding onto it, because it's like I lost how to do it.
Exactly.
And then there was a fear of, I don't know.
Even getting in the floor.
Right.
I don't get in the floor and do stuff as much as I used to. I don't know why. I don't have little kids to play with, I guess, on the floor.
Part of it.
Or,
Okay, well, think about all the stuff you do right now. The flowers, the cleaning of the house, and all that kind of stuff, right? Then you go and move into a senior facility. That's not even assistance, what's it called, independent living.
right.
Everything that you normally do goes away. Because there's no garden to do, there's no, all that kind of stuff. And you're living in your space, right? Which I'm going to assume this room's probably bigger than your
Oh,
space, right? That's the second part of this. And you have no control over the food that they prepare. So then you gain weight. And again, someone with your lifestyle, yeah, definitely get bored. And then they sit. All activities, they go sit. And that, I think there are valuable places, don't get me wrong, but there has to be some kind of change in the physical activity part of it. So it's not always sitting down. Because
Most everything is sitting.
Because when I go up there, like I have them walk 2 halls and back. Some of them do really well. This has been kind of, I'll call it an experiment to see if they can get better. Not just time-wise, but walking in general instead of,
And how old are these?
I think the youngest one is 68. The oldest one, ooh, I don't want to lie to you, she's even every time. She's been through it all, but I'm not giving up. So, okay, I'm here, let's do this. So, can she do as much as everybody else? Absolutely not, but she's always there. So, that's what worries me about those places. Is you don't do anything you used to do.
If they're not encouraging them to do anything,
Right.
giving them anything to do.
They have other things that their minds on, their health. I mean, they're not to bring in someone in like that does more activities and gets them involved and keeps their mind busy or use their body more.
Use their body more. That's the key.
That's the key, because they might bring in crafts, which are sitting,
So,
and doing
book club, bingo.
yes, sit.
Yeah, right. I mean, they have what's it called, Wii bowling. But that's, I will maybe twice and then I go sit down.
Mhm.
I mean, and you don't have to pick up anything heavy, so it's not like, the only thing it does for me is range of motion.
I was gonna say, that's not really, that even stiff, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so, and you can do that from the chair as well. So, yeah, I just wish there was more activities. I mean, we were sitting in chairs, don't get me wrong, we had Easter egg buckets, we had this class of Easter eggs, and they had to do eye-hand coordination with the Easter egg in the bucket, and if they didn't make it, they had to stand up, sit down 3 times. And you ought to see how accurate they got after a while.
I don't wanna do that.
She's a tough teacher.
I want to sit in my chair.
But it's just kind of funny how we go from, oh, we're gonna have fun to, oh,
Oh, now.
I don't wanna do this, so I'm going to actually compete now. It's just kind of funny, their little mindsets, how are they doing, you know? Like, this makes me happy. Thank you, ladies.
I'm probably not gonna be at 9:30 today.